out there, everybody? Just wanted to make a video today for a little painting project I'm doing, and I want to just take the opportunity here to talk about Urekem Paint. And the reason I'm doing that is I get a ton of messages and comments on videos of people asking what kind of paint I'm using and so forth. And the video that we painted the Mustang, which has been over 2 years ago now, has over 200,000 views on it, and constantly people asking about the paint and where to get it, and and that kind of thing. So those guys at Urekem are really some of the best people I've ever worked with, and and also have a great product. And at the time that I bought the paint, I didn't know anything about them. As I mentioned in one of the videos back years ago, it was an impulse buy. I just saw it on eBay and it's like bam, bought it. Didn't even think about it. And what it's turned out to be is just really one of those unique situations where you have an inexpensive product that turns out to be very high quality, and the service they offer is really good as well. I may sound like a spokesman or salesman for Urekem. Trust me, I'm in no way an employee of theirs or anything like that. Yeah, occasionally they help me out with some paint here and there, and but it's the amount of stuff that I've gotten from them is has been pretty minimal, and I'm doing this really just to help guys out there that are looking to paint stuff and not spend a ton of money doing it. And because you go to your local DuPont or PPG reseller, the base coats are just ridiculously expensive on some of this stuff, and and you can afford to use some high quality urethane products on just some regular little projects around the house that will end up looking nicer and holding up better than than just rattle can paint. So I've got a few things like that I'm going to be doing, and I'm just picking various colors to demonstrate here. And so today I'm going to be working on this a fabrication vise that I really just despise the color of it. And here's part of it right here. I've got it all taken apart, and these are cast pieces that have been certain surfaces on them that have tolerances, have been milled and machined. But check out that color of the green, man. That's got to be they could not have picked an uglier color. This is the cheap one. I've got a more expensive one that is about 4 or 5 times the price of this one, that is better quality, and it's a better color all the way around. So here's just some of the stuff I've got laid out here real quick. This is sunset orange, and take a look at this picture. We painted the toolboxes in this color. Really a cool color. It's a pearl color. And then they've got, of course, all the clear coats that you could ever think of. They've got this is a 2-to-1 their best clear coat that they offer, the Glamour Clear there. And of course they've got the low gloss clear, and they've got a number of different options. This is the solid flat clear, which is what we're going to use today. And then they've got here's a quart of the satin sheen clear, which is also a very nice finish as well. And I used these recently on some cabinets that I painted, and you've probably seen some videos of that print shop cabinet that I did, and that's got those kind of clears on it there. Another thing I've used quite a bit lately is this solvent-based chrome product, and you can put this over black base and and get a finish that looks like chrome. Now honestly, it's you're not going to confuse it with real chrome, okay? But it really ends up with a nice looking finish, and I've just been using it as an accent or an effect on top of base coats, just to give it a little bit of a different look. And you can see this is just some of it that's spilt out on the edge there, and kind of the look of it is pretty shiny. What I like about it is it's solvent based, so pour it out of the cup, spray it, put it back in the gun, whatever you don't use, put it back in the container. This is probably one of their more expensive products for what you get. But order up some quarts of the base coat and check it out. I mean, you're talking about the quarts. You can get those for like 35 or 40 bucks. The shipping usually happens, almost always the same day, maybe worst case next day, and depending on where you are in the country, you know, 2-3 days is kind of the average to get your product from those guys. So and then here's what we're going to use today. Pretty vibrant color. You guys probably recognize this. This is the Ford Grabber Blue. You know, the new Mustangs have it, and of course the old school Mustangs have it as well. It's a pretty popular color, so we're going to use that today. So all right, we're just going to make a video here doing a little painting work, and we'll go from there. All right, so we're going to mix up a little bit of this base coat here. All the Urekem products, the base coats are 2-to-1 mix. So we're going to find the 2-to-1 here and mix it up. I don't ever mind over mixing the base, because you can always just dump it back in the can. It's uncatalyzed. So we're going to go up to the 5 there in the 2-to-1 column, and then I've got just some reducer here I poured in a cup, because trying to pour it out of a gallon into these big cups sitting on a table is a little difficult. So we'll go up to the 5, and I usually add just a little bit more, because this cheap reducer, you know, doesn't cut the paint quite as well, because this paint, you know, very thick, and plus I'm going to be spraying out of a touch-up gun, detail gun. So just over reduce it, just, you know, maybe 5% there. All right, so we'll get it set up and get it sprayed here. All right, well, the prep on this is really not the best. Okay, so I used 1K products on the prep. I've got, you can see those knobs down there that we're painting. Those have some 1K etch primer on them, U-Pole brand. I know Matt at Shut Your Face Garage really hates it when I use that, but anyway, it is what it is. I highly recommend you do a better job on prep than I did. I basically just wiped these down, scuffed them with Scotch-Brite, and then I actually sprayed them with adhesion promoter. You know, whether that's going to work or not, I don't know. It's a 1K lacquer product. And then the stuff that I primed has got 1K etch primer on it. So here we go, spraying a little base, and we got the Harbor Freight touch-up gun loaded up here. I mean, just 2 examples of you know, an inexpensive paint product that's very high quality and very good, and an inexpensive $19 paint gun that has really served me well. I mean, I really abuse this thing, and you can see it's got, you know, not been cleaned very well. A lot of primer through it, epoxy and that kind of thing, and it is just, you know, it sprays good. I mean, there's no issue with it. It sprays as good as any other gun I got, so that's why I use it. All right, here we go. All right, well, as you saw there, the base covered very, very quickly. I basically just put 1 coat of base on there, and you know, obviously being a solid color, it's very opaque and you know, covered extremely well. So we're going to mix up some clear here, and we're going to put 2 coats of clear on it. And I've decided to use the satin clear instead of the flat, so it'll have a little bit of a satin finish to it. And so this clear gets mixed up 4-to-1. So we're going to find the 4-to-1 on the cup, and don't know exactly how much it's going to take, but we're going to go up to the level 4 on it there, and then we're going to mix in hardener. So this is 4-to-1, 4-to-1 product, and no reducer in the clear. So I've always been a big fan of products that doesn't have clear that doesn't have reducer in it, because to me the reducer in the clear is just a recipe for some dieback to happen. So that's just my opinion. I'm certainly not an expert on it, but So we'll go ahead and add the hardener now. Okay, so this is the standard hardener or the medium temperature hardener. One of the things that Urekem also has is a lot of different effects packs you can add, and this is just some white pearl that I'm going to add in there to give it a little bit of a interesting effect, kind of a frosted effect. So I might have dumped a little too much in there, but oh well, no big deal. So we'll get this sprayed and go from there. You see a little bit of the pearl in there, but it's got the flat look to it, so inside it you won't really see it that much. But alright, here it is all finished up, and you saw the picture there of what we started with. Actually, I'll just insert it right here. Take a look right up there, and I'll put it there. So yeah, you see these guys, you know, we're going to be using these in the future. In fact, I'll have an episode of the Metalwork Monday dedicated to building some structures around these, and then you'll see in the coming weeks and months what these are for and what we're going to be using them for. So anyway, this is about Urekem Paint, and you guys go check them out. If you haven't used any of their products, go check them out, and I'm pretty sure you'll like them. Thanks, everybody.